Global Gold for those that are based in America and Canada. And for those in the UK and Europe, we have Orvesta. Get yours now. Charlies.gold.
Good morning, everybody. It's the 5th. It's Thursday, the 5th of March, 2026. And boy, oh boy, there's so much going on. But first, a little warning. There's quite a few people out there in the truth community. It's become very clear to me that either they're planted there for misinformation or they don't know what they're talking about. Because I've been blessed to know what's really going on. And I'm listening to some of them, I'm going, either you don't know what's going on or you're putting out false information on purpose. I don't know which. But my first story should make you smile, and it made me smile when I saw it. There's obviously a number of large American warships around the world, and especially right now with what's going on between Iran and Israel. And the one that's nearby to Iran, the Iranians know it's there, but they haven't attacked it. What they did do was they sunk a supply ship that was supplying it with fuel and ammunition. Very, very clever move. Because now you've got a massive warship right on the border, right on the coast, if you like, of Iran, that's got no weaponry and no fuel. It's a sitting duck. And I'll tell you what, from a tactical point of view, when you're sat on a ship with no ammunition and no fuel, you feel very, very vulnerable. But there's nothing in mainstream media about that. It's interesting, isn't it? Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. Well, off the back of that, 2 drones struck the US Embassy complex in Riyadh. The attack caused a small fire and minor damage.
Well, again, this is mainstream media. It did an awful lot of damage. It completely destroyed the building. And they said it did a little bit of damage. This, again, is mainstream media who put out these stories. It's very important on this part of the journey to have people on the ground who can actually report back to you what's actually happening. Because some of the stuff that's coming out of there right now, you need to have people there to find out the truth. And we're very, very blessed to have people all over the world that are keeping an eye on things. None more so than in the United Arab Emirates, where the mainstream media is painting a very different picture from the people that are on the ground. So be very careful with what you watch and be very, very careful with what you believe. We try our very, very best to bring you the truth every single day. And we have people on the ground to verify this. And to give you an idea, before we put out the stories about what was happening in the UAE, I spoke to 6 or 7 people who were actually on the ground to hear what they were saying, because it was conflicting with what I was seeing on the media, and whether it's mainstream media or social media. And of course, even in social media worlds, they've infiltrated that to try and convince the social media followers of their narrative. Drew.
Next up, a juicy one. The head of the Police Federation of England and Wales has been arrested on suspicion of corruption.
Well, this is all part of the exposure. The police have been deeply involved in the protection of the child rape gangs and everything else, the British royal family. And it's all coming to light, bit by bit. And when you've got levels of corruption that we're now seeing within the British police force, within the judicial system, it makes it very, very difficult. But it's all happening. It's all coming out. And the truth always comes out in the end. It's a bit like what happened when Israel claimed that Iran had bombed the Dome of the Rock. This is where the ancient mosque from the 7th century sits. And they've always wanted that land for the third temple. So they've bombed it themselves and blamed Iran. The problem is the world's woken up. The world's woken up to the truth. And this is all part of the exposure. But we'll bring you the truth every single day. So if you want to know what's going on in the world, join us on the Insiders Club. And we go live every Wednesday and Saturday for stuff we cannot talk about on the daily news. Have a wonderful day and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays we spend with our families, as we should do. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Global Gold for those that are based in America and Canada. And for those in the UK and Europe, we have Orvesta. Get yours now. Charlies.gold.